All right, kiddos. So you remember last week we talked about Peter and John healing the lame man and who was begging for alms, and they had not silver or gold, but they gave them all that they had, which was Jesus. Well, that didn't make everybody very happy because the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the religious leaders, they weren't real happy with him preaching in the name of Jesus and healing in his name. And John and Peter stand before the council and judge. And let me tell you something. As a believer in Jesus Christ, there are times the world's going to judge you, and they're not going to want you to preach the gospel. They're not going to want you to stand up for him. But I want to point out something to you that Peter and John told the leaders there, and this is important to understand. Is it better to please God or to please man? He asked them and said, whether or not it is to obey God or obey you, you have to judge. And the thing about it is, Christians, we have to obey God. The world is going to criticize us. The world is going to tell us to do things opposite of the will of God, and they're even going to promote those things as good and holy and all these things. We have to hold fast, children, to God's commandments, to God's leadership in our lives, and not what the world would lead us to do. You understand? Maybe? Okay.